Here. Hi, welcome to Inktober. Catching up here at day number 20. Doing my best to catch up, doing my best. Day number 20 is the word Uncharted. I've got quite an interesting one to do, a very Kendall one to do. I'm excited. I'm not going to put much paint on this time, intriguingly. It's not very new of me. Just a little bit of paint, I think. A little bit of a dark colour. Hello, Kristen. Nice to see you. Day number 20, Uncharted. And I'm going to try and do a delicate thing here. An interesting one. In fact, I don't think this one's going to take too long. Quite a curious one. You're going to guess pretty quickly what it is if you know anything about me. I'm trying to keep them a little secret, although I might change all of the pictures to the thing that's produced soon, so who knows. But yeah, let's see if you can guess what's happening here. Starting off with watercolour, doing mixed media pieces and making them take about 20 to 30 minutes to keep it nice, short and sweet for everybody, but also to present a challenge to myself to see if I can make a nice finished piece in a short amount of time, and encourage you guys to do the same. Stop trying to just take ages and ages doing things and using up all your time and energy, or thinking, or worse yet, thinking you don't have time to make something because you think you need a couple of hours, whereas actually you just need a few minutes here and there, to be honest. How's your mending going, Kirsten? Have you has your eye healed up? I expect it maybe has by now, but you're feeling like a new person and probably ever so grateful for the health of your eye, if all is well. And also, what did they say was the problem? What happened? I'm going to take a little bit of colour off of there with my kitchen paper. And let's see. I've got a tendency to do straight lines and things without using any guidelines, because not because of wild skill, but because of not being bothered. And not bothered if it comes out not straight, and also I just want to do other things rather than use a ruler. However, there is a time and a place for a ruler. I will say that. There is a time and a place. You can get some awfully good outcomes from using a ruler for things. Almost back to normal. Eyes better, but I got COVID at the hospital. Almost recovered from that. Oh my goodness. You got it from the hospital. Which is also, like, not surprising. I can understand that, but boo. I'm just going to turn this on its side. Have you had COVID a few times? A lot of my friends in the UK seem to have had it a few times. I've never had it, but I still know plenty of people here in Japan that have had it, technically. But I've never had it. I was very sick lots of times, but that was actually just from being run down. I think it was probably, they think the eye thing was a bad reaction to an insect bite. That's lame, isn't it? Shame you couldn't identify the insect. I expect they've long gone with the juicy taste of your eye. Okay, that might be it for now on my painting front. I might add some more paint after in this really interesting way. And day number 20, Uncharted is what it's called. Now, I need to use a pen already, and you'll see exactly what I'm doing. The Kendalliest thing of them all. If anyone ever used to watch my live streams out and about in the world, or if you have seen some of my videos or photographs on Instagram or something, so Misskendaljames on everything if you want to go have a look. But I'm very into I'm very into something. I'm also not going to use a ruler for this. Try and get a little kooky vibe of no ruler. We're okay with that. Thick and thin pens. Second time definitely, maybe others, but didn't always test. Ah, fair enough. I mean, you would have had a normal cold a few times surely as well, so I mean, I hear it's not dissimilar. I had what was it? Last year I got sick many times, about 5 times. It was definitely run down though. It was definitely like stress-induced run down stuff. You're grateful to the NHS and your lovely line manager. Yeah. Oh, my hospital visit was today, Kirsten. My today. It is about coming up to 6 p.m. here in Japan. So I've had a really, really, really busy day. Yeah, hospital visit was today and it was good. Can you see what I'm drawing? It was good. I was waiting for it to be bad. When they said, okay, and wait over here for the midwife, I was like, oh no. Oh no, who's it going to be? And then I saw a peep of a midwife in the room that I was going to go in, and I thought, yes, it's a different midwife. It's been a different midwife every time, but it was a young, friendly looking one. One of the other ones, the last one was probably the same age as me, about 35 or something, and the one before that must have been about 55. But they both had really severe faces, and they just like looked endlessly concerned. This one, whenever she had any concerns, she was able to just listen to me and hear me out, and it just felt just wildly different. I don't know. And the other times my partner was there at the hospital. He was never there at the clinic. Well, he was sometimes there at the clinic. The clinic, they were always lovely, regardless if it was just me or if he was there as well. But at the hospital, I don't know, man. They would always look at him and not really look at me. And if my Japanese wasn't very good, they'd like pleadingly look at him. Whereas this time she just had to pay attention to me, which was good. But also, I don't know, maybe the midwives just don't like men or something. That's not uncommon, is it? But yeah, or maybe they're just presenting something they feel like they want women to have more support, but they're presenting it in the wrong way in front of the husband. But I don't know. In front of the husband and partner. I don't know. But it's done. Rio's gonna come next time. And hopefully next time will be the last time. And I'm even more happy with myself because they keep trying to get me to come in every week. And I last couple of times have said, no, I'll see you in 10 days. And it's worked. Whereas if both times, the last 2 times I arranged that, I did it myself. Whereas if Rio was there, they might have looked at him pleadingly and said, can you make her come in once a week? Whereas Rio also doesn't want me to come in once a week because he knows it's annoying. And also, like, we're not learning anything new from coming in more frequently. Yeah, so next week I don't have to go. Feeling like a superhero. Feeling like a superhero for sure. Of course, if I sense anything wrong with my baby, then I'll go in extra. I'm not trying to like get my baby hurt or anything, you know? Kirsten says, it all sounds very different in Japan, and I guess it's difficult to read people even when you've been there for so long. Yeah, I don't know. I can read them. But like, in Japan, they're not very emotionally open. Nobody is. And they'll all say that about themselves as well. That's not me being a meanie. They're not emotionally open. That's not what you do. You keep to yourself, and you don't inconvenience others by daring to ask about them and their lives and things like that. And it's not really our British style of checking everybody's okay all the time. Now, before you guys go thinking this is all just power cables, the word is Uncharted, which actually does go with this scene so far already, but something else is going to get added to it. It's quite a cool scene, I think. Quite a cool scene. My desk is going to need a bit of a clean though, isn't it? I don't know if just water's going to pick that up very well. A little. So we've got the power cables in. With no stress about the straightness of them. There we go. I like that. We've got the other power cable. Oh, sorry. Oh gosh. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, I love the power cables. Took a few postcards and screenshots of power cable views on live streams. Aren't they just like the most hectic, glorious mess? Here's another one I did with power cables, but this one is going to be quite different. There's Uncharted natures coming into it. I think I'll match the black outline, but this side. So thick black outline, just to tie everything together. I'm going to add a special something. Can you imagine what's the special something that's going to get added to this scene? Do you know? Do you know? Can you guess? So I think I'll go to about there, and then I think I'll go down here. Hello, Ginny. Chocolate is not the thing that's going to get added to this scene, but chocolate just arrived from England, so I'm quite happy. I devoured all of the Turkish delights very quickly. Am I happy with that there? Let me think. You know what? I might go to the black line. The pens are not very special. They're definitely running out and not looking their best, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that, I think. Let me see the other one I've done again. I'll come back to it. Here and here. Yeah, I think that's good. This one is a little bit of a different look, different vibe. And I'll add the other thing. That was day 16, that one. Let me chuck it back in position. Okay, now for the next bit, I use colouring pencils just to mark out what I'm doing. Can you guess what the next thing? Yeah, not just a bird. Birds. Birds on a wire. But loads of them. It's a really cool picture. I'll show you the picture after. We're at the 14-minute mark, so looking pretty good. It's many birds. And some are going to be very cool in a minute. Oh, there's kind of like some kind of hangingness here. Add that in as well. Okay, so there's actually many birds flying all around and looking pretty cool as well. I'm gonna just do loads of little T-shapes. They're flying everywhere. I think it's a really cool picture. Some of them are blurry, some of them are not. Sometimes, like, the effect of taking a picture on your phone and the phone not being a hell of a great camera is actually a good benefit. Like, you can get some good results, interesting results. You know, like, I don't know, doing pinhole photography, it's the most rudimentary kind of camera you can get, but you can get some really cool results from it, I think. Okay, so I'm just using a grey pencil to kind of mark out little birdies, and then I might go over it in either black pen and or paint for some of them. There's tons and tons of birds, and it was quite an amazing sight and sound, so I feel like I can hear this picture kind of. Speaking of hearing a picture, it's quite a common thing to say these days. Can you hear this picture? And it means sort of like there's a nostalgic something in the picture and you can hear it. I don't know, like, you know, the sound of we got Brits in the room, so I'll say like a packet of Jaffa cakes being opened. So you look at a picture of a packet of Jaffa cakes and you can hear the picture if someone asked you if you could hear the picture. I sent my mum and my family a picture of a PlayStation opening screen, like, da-ding! And I said in the family chat, can you hear this picture? And my brother said yes, and my sister-in-law said yes. And my mum said no. And I said, are you sure? And she said, no, I can't hear the picture. And I just thought, oh, mummy. She took it quite literally. I mean, that was fair enough. She doesn't hang out on the internet in the same way that we do. That's the Leonard Cohen song I'm a bit obsessed with at the moment. Bird on a Wire. Oh, a bit obsessed with such a song. Let's add to these birdies. Should I use paint? Maybe I'll use pencil crayon because it gives them this blurry look. So I'm going to just add bodies to some of these little T's and things. Not all of them, and not super concisely. And then I'm going to do some in pen because some are not blurry. The pencil crayon is making a bit more of a blurry view, which is aiding my aesthetic here. 18-minute mark. Not far off being finished. And I'm going to do quite a few live streams in the next few hours because I've got to catch up quite a bit. My sciatica is bad today, but I do seem to be able to stand up. But the last days I've been exhausted and my sciatica's been really bad. I've been at work each day and I'm still working for another week, even though baby's not far from coming actually. So, yeah, I just I've got some energy for it today and some time, so I'm going to do it. And at least they've all been happening. They didn't quite happen as I'd expected and hoped they would, but we've got some great pictures and I'm going to really do my best with the colouring book coming soon. So don't forget to check out linktr.ee/Misskendaljames if you want to buy the colouring book from 2 years ago. And the one from last year is coming out soon. And the one for this year with all of these is going to be something quite different, quite special. So I'm very excited to release that to you guys when it's something I've put together. And also on that Linktr thing, you can also find a link to my baby registry if you want to help me with any of the last few things. I'm so grateful for everyone who's sent something, either sent money or sent a present handmade from people like Ginny, or anything. Just thank you so much for helping me start life with a baby. Me and my partner, husband to be soon, imminently. Watch out, watch this space. Yeah, thank you. I don't get any maternity leave or pay here. I'm going to take maternity leave, but I won't get any pay from the government because I'm a freelance teacher. Even though I can't teach, I still won't get any money. There's like no option for me, which really sucks. But I'm leaning into it. That's how it rolls. That's how the cookie's crumbling this time. And I'm so grateful. So thank you so much, everybody that's sent anything. It's meant more than you know. Right, I'm going to put some little bodies on these ones just to make them stand out a tiny bit more. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. Do you need witnesses? Ginny, it is fascinating how you get married in Japan. Once you gather all your paperwork and everything, only one person from the intended marital group of two needs to go to the city hall with the documents of the other and then can get them married. And I just told my partner, don't you dare go to the city hall and marry me without me being present. I would be so livid. I'll be so angry. It's also a little comical, but no, I'm not. Yeah. And also in Japan, Ginny, that means there's a bit of a problem. Some people have been marrying people without the others really knowing. And it's actually harder to get unmarried by annulment or divorce in that situation than it is to have actually conducted the getting married part, which is just bonkers, isn't it? It's crazy. All the hoops I go through just to get a birth certificate, and yeah, madness. Well, there we go. I think it's finished. No point faffing around making it more of anything. Day number 20. I'll be back within the hour. This one is Uncharted. Back within the hour, but I've got to look through my phone because all of these are reference pictures from my own phone over the last year and a half or so. And the next one is rhinoceros. And I don't know what I'm going to find in my phone to interpret a rhinoceros. So I'm going to look for something with a big old horn on it. Let me see what I can find. So I hope you like this one today. It's kind of simple but effective, I think. You know what? I might add a little something to it. I might just add a few little clouds and also a little hint of blueness down here. And you know what? I'm going to hold the pencil on the side. I'm just going to add the cloudiness that's in it because I think that looks quite good actually. And we do like to emphasize the visual appeal of mixed media, don't we, Ginny? So pencil crayon on the side. Not necessarily looking at my reference picture too much. A little bit of this one and then maybe a little bit of dark blue in there as well after. Looking a bit smudgy, but without having been smudged. All right, catch you later, Castin. Thank you so much for hanging out. Here we go. This is my Uncharted. From a picture I can hear very well. Thank you so much for all of your likes and comments. Please do go back to other videos and give them a spam of likes and comments. It helps us content makers and all that as more than you know. So please do consider running back and having a little click fest of the other stuff. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. and I'll see you shortly within an hour or something. I expect I'll be back for the next one. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Oh, Rosie, sorry. Hi. I'm just off. I'll make it public as soon as I can. As soon as I say goodbye. Rosie, I'll be back within an hour or so, okay, for another one.